Good morning, and welcome to today's important discussion about nuts and your health. If you're watching this, you're probably someone who cares deeply about maintaining your health and vitality as you age. And that's wonderful, because what we're about to share could make a real difference in how you feel every single day. Did you know that eating the wrong kinds of nuts regularly could increase your risk of cardiovascular disease by up to 48%? This is especially true if you're over 65 years old. Now, I know that sounds alarming, but please don't worry. We're here to help you understand exactly what this means and, more importantly, what you can do about it. This statistic comes from studies conducted over several years and published in the prestigious Journal of the American College of Cardiology. These aren't just random numbers. They're based on real research involving real people just like you and me. What's particularly concerning is that certain common nuts, the ones many of us have sitting in our kitchen cabinets right now, can quietly raise blood pressure, trigger inflammation, clog arteries, and even contribute to memory problems. The challenging part is that many seniors eat these nuts, believing they're making a healthy choice. After all, we've been told for years that nuts are good for us, haven't we? There's one particular nut, which we'll identify shortly, that contains elevated levels of a chemical compound that, when consumed frequently, can potentially harm your kidneys, liver, and even your brain. This same nut is often praised by people following low-carbohydrate diets as a healthy snack option. You might have some in your pantry right now, completely unaware of the potential risks it poses to aging bodies. But please, don't feel discouraged or overwhelmed. We're going to walk through everything together, step by step. Today's discussion will provide you with a comprehensive guide to eating nuts safely and beneficially. We'll explore which nuts are best for your heart, which ones support brain health, and yes, which ones you should consider limiting or avoiding altogether. There's also a particularly important fact about the most problematic nut that rarely gets discussed, something that could be affecting your health without you even realizing it. We'll make sure to cover that thoroughly as we go along. Before we dive into the specifics, I want you to know that this information is meant to empower you, not frighten you. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your health. So, let's explore together which nuts deserve a place in your daily diet, and which ones might be better left on the store shelf. The 4 best nuts for seniors. Number 4. Almonds, your bone-strengthening powerhouse. Let's start with some good news. Almonds are absolutely wonderful for aging bodies, and here's why. These versatile nuts are packed with both calcium and vitamin E, 2 nutrients that work together beautifully to maintain strong, healthy bones. As we age, our bones naturally become more porous and fragile. It's just part of the aging process, but that doesn't mean we can't do something about it. After age 65, this natural bone loss tends to speed up, which is why fractures become more serious concerns. However, eating just 1/4 cup of almonds daily provides about 97 milligrams of calcium, helping to slow down this bone loss considerably. But here's what makes almonds truly special. They also contain magnesium, a nutrient that many older adults don't get enough of. Think of magnesium as calcium's helpful companion. It acts like a transportation service, making sure the calcium you consume goes to your bones where it's needed, rather than building up in your arteries, where it could cause problems. Your heart will thank you for eating almonds too. They contain healthy monounsaturated fats that help lower harmful LDL cholesterol levels. As cardiovascular disease risk naturally increases with age, this benefit becomes increasingly important. I recommend eating 15 to 20 almonds daily, preferably raw or dry roasted without added salt. This amount gives you optimal benefits without overdoing it. And here's a practical tip that many people appreciate. Almonds contain about 3.5 grams of fiber per serving, making them an excellent tool for managing constipation, a concern that affects about 40% of older adults. Research from Tufts University has shown something truly exciting. Almonds can help protect brain cells from oxidative damage. This is particularly important as we age and become more concerned about maintaining our mental sharpness. When choosing almonds, look for ones with their skins still on. Those brown skins contain flavonoids that, when combined with the vitamin E in the nut itself, double the antioxidant benefits you receive. One word of caution, though. If you have any difficulties with swallowing, please be sure to chew almonds thoroughly. They can be a bit hard, and we want to make sure you enjoy them safely. Number 3. Walnuts, your brain's best friend. Have you ever noticed how a walnut looks remarkably like a tiny brain? It's almost as if nature is giving us a hint about what this nut is best for. Walnuts truly are exceptional when it comes to supporting brain health in older adults. What makes walnuts so special is their incredibly high content of alpha-linolenic acid, which is a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. In fact, they contain more of this valuable nutrient than any other common nut. This is particularly important for aging brains because omega-3 fatty acids help maintain the integrity of brain cell membranes and support healthy communication between brain cells. A fascinating study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who ate just 1.5 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in their mental flexibility and cognitive processing speed. Imagine being able to think more clearly and quickly just by enjoying a handful of walnuts each day. Walnuts contain unique compounds called polyphenols that can actually cross the blood-brain barrier. This means they can directly reduce inflammation in your brain tissue, potentially helping to prevent neurodegenerative conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Here's something many people don't know. Walnuts naturally contain melatonin. As we age, our bodies produce less melatonin, which often leads to sleep problems. Many older adults find that eating a small handful of walnuts before bedtime helps improve their sleep quality. Better sleep means better days, doesn't it? For your cardiovascular system, walnuts offer wonderful benefits too. They contain an amino acid called arginine that helps keep your blood vessels functioning properly. The polyphenols in walnuts also reduce oxidative stress throughout your body. Interestingly, walnuts can actually help maintain the flexibility of your arteries, potentially making any blood pressure medications you take work more effectively. Try to eat 7 to 9 walnut halves each day for the best benefits. Store them in your refrigerator to keep their delicate oils fresh and prevent them from becoming rancid. And here's a lovely bonus. The simple act of cracking and removing walnut meat from shells is a great way to maintain your fine motor skills. Some people find walnuts slightly bitter, but please don't let that deter you. That subtle bitterness is actually a sign of the powerful antioxidants they contain. Your body will thank you for persevering. Number 2. Pistachios, your blood pressure manager. Pistachios might be the most underappreciated nut when it comes to health benefits for seniors, especially for managing blood pressure. These little green gems are truly special. What makes pistachios particularly valuable is their impressive potassium content, about 285 milligrams per serving, combined with naturally low sodium levels. This mineral balance helps prevent your kidneys from retaining excess salt, which becomes increasingly important as we age. Regular pistachio consumption can reduce systolic blood pressure by 3 to 5 points, similar to some medications but without unwanted side effects. Pistachios also contain 2 special compounds called lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients specifically target and protect the macula in your eyes, helping guard against age-related macular degeneration, which is the leading cause of vision loss in people over 60. Your eyesight is precious, and pistachios can help protect it. Unlike harder nuts that might be challenging for sensitive teeth or dental work, pistachios offer a satisfying crunch that's gentler on your mouth. Their beautiful green and purple colors aren't just pretty to look at. They indicate the presence of powerful antioxidants that combat free radicals, those troublesome molecules that accelerate aging throughout your body. Here's something I particularly love about pistachios. They come with a built-in portion control system. The act of shelling them naturally slows down your eating, preventing overconsumption while providing an engaging, mindful eating experience. Research published in the International Journal of Obesity found that the empty shells serve as a visual reminder of how much you've eaten, helping seniors better manage their intake. If you have arthritis in your hands, look for pistachios that are already partially opened. This way, you can still enjoy the satisfaction of shelling them without straining your fingers. Aim for about 49 pistachios, or roughly 1 ounce, of unsalted or lightly salted varieties daily. For the 25% of Americans over 65 who have diabetes or prediabetes, pistachios offer another benefit: 3 grams of fiber per ounce, which helps regulate blood sugar levels naturally and gently. Number 1. Brazil nuts, your thyroid's secret weapon. We've saved the best for last, and Brazil nuts earn our top spot for a very specific and important reason. They're absolutely unmatched when it comes to supporting thyroid function, a crucial but often overlooked aspect of healthy aging. Brazil nuts are nature's richest source of selenium. Just one single Brazil nut contains 96 micrograms of selenium, which is 137% of your daily requirement. This is incredibly important because up to 20% of people over 65 have thyroid problems, and many cases go undiagnosed because the symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging. Your thyroid is like your body's thermostat, controlling energy production, metabolism, and even your mood. The selenium in Brazil nuts is essential for activating thyroid hormones, helping you maintain energy levels and mental clarity as you age. But the benefits don't stop there. Brazil nuts contain special fatty acids that help maintain myelin, the protective coating around your nerve cells. This coating often deteriorates with age, but Brazil nuts can help preserve it, potentially maintaining your reflexes, reaction times, and thinking speed. What's particularly wonderful is that the selenium in Brazil nuts is more bioavailable than synthetic selenium supplements. This means your body can actually use it more effectively. The rich, creamy texture of Brazil nuts makes them satisfying even in small amounts, which is good because you only need 1 or 2 per day. In fact, it's important not to eat more than that, as too much selenium can be harmful. When shopping for Brazil nuts, look for ones still in their shells if possible. This natural packaging helps preserve their nutrients longer. Store them in your refrigerator to prevent the oils from going rancid. For seniors dealing with constipation, Brazil nuts offer an added benefit. Their natural oils and fiber help maintain digestive regularity. Their naturally sweet, buttery flavor makes them a comforting alternative to less nutritious snacks. Recent research has revealed something truly remarkable. Certain compounds in Brazil nuts may help protect telomeres, the protective caps on our chromosomes that typically shorten with age. This could potentially slow cellular aging itself. The nuts to limit or avoid. Now, let's talk about the nuts that might not be the best choices for older adults. Remember, this information is meant to help you make informed decisions, not to create fear or anxiety. Number 4. Peanuts, the inflammatory trigger. Despite their popularity, peanuts can be problematic for many older adults. First, it's important to know that peanuts aren't actually nuts at all. They're legumes that grow underground. This makes them susceptible to mold and aflatoxins, naturally occurring toxins that, with repeated exposure, can stress your liver and potentially increase cancer risk. As we age and our body's detoxification systems become less efficient, this risk becomes more concerning. Many people don't realize that peanuts contain proteins that can trigger mild inflammatory responses, even without a true allergy. For older adults already dealing with joint pain, cardiovascular stress, or cognitive concerns, this additional inflammation can make existing problems worse. Peanuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids. Most Americans already consume too many omega-6s compared to anti-inflammatory omega-3s, and peanuts can worsen this imbalance. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, there's something important you should know. Peanuts contain vitamin K, which can interfere with these medications. Many doctors don't mention this potentially dangerous interaction. Commercial peanut butters compound these problems by adding sugars, hydrogenated oils, and excess sodium, all problematic for aging cardiovascular systems. Even natural peanut butter can contribute to blood pressure issues in sensitive individuals. Number 3. Cashews, the hidden sugar spike. While cashews taste delicious, they pose particular challenges for older adults. Unlike true tree nuts, cashews are surprisingly high in carbohydrates, about 9 grams per ounce, with less protective fiber. For the many seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, this can cause problematic blood sugar spikes. Cashews also contain high levels of oxalates, compounds that bind to calcium in your intestines and reduce its absorption. For older adults already at risk for osteoporosis, this is a significant concern. These same oxalates can increase kidney stone risk, particularly problematic for those over 60. The smooth, curved shape of cashews makes them a choking hazard, especially for those with swallowing difficulties. They're also heavily processed to remove urushiol, a toxic compound related to poison ivy, which strips away many of their nutrients. Number 2. Macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb. Despite their buttery, delicious flavor, macadamia nuts present serious concerns for seniors. With nearly 200 calories per ounce, they're the most calorie-dense nut available. As metabolism naturally slows with age, these extra calories can quickly lead to unwanted weight gain. Their exceptional fat content, 22 grams per ounce, can stress your gallbladder, which already becomes less efficient with age. For the 15% of seniors with silent gallstones, macadamias can trigger painful attacks. Macadamias also have one of the highest saturated fat contents among nuts, potentially raising LDL cholesterol levels. Their extreme hardness poses risks to dental work and fragile teeth, common concerns for older adults. Number 1. Pine nuts, the medication disruptor. Pine nuts top our list of nuts to avoid, and for good reason. They contain compounds that can interfere with over 60% of medications commonly prescribed to seniors, potentially reducing effectiveness or causing adverse effects. This is particularly concerning for blood pressure medications, statins, and certain antidepressants. Pine nuts can also cause pine mouth syndrome, a condition that creates a bitter, metallic taste lasting for weeks. For older adults, this can lead to decreased appetite and dangerous weight loss. Up to 42% of affected individuals experience significant weight reduction. Their small, slippery texture increases aspiration risk, especially concerning for the 70% of seniors taking medications that cause dry mouth. The enzyme inhibitors in pine nuts can also interfere with protein digestion, problematic when protein absorption already declines with age. As we conclude our discussion today, I want you to remember that small, consistent changes in your diet can lead to significant improvements in your health over time. You don't need to revolutionize your eating habits overnight. Start by adding a small handful of almonds or walnuts to your daily routine. See how you feel after a few weeks. If you've been eating nuts that might not be serving your health well, don't feel guilty or worried. Knowledge is power, and now you have the information to make better choices moving forward. Every day is a new opportunity to nourish your body in ways that support your health and vitality. Remember, you're not alone in this journey toward better health. We're all learning and growing together, making choices that help us live our best lives as we age. Your health matters, your choices matter, and you matter. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Here's to your health, your happiness, and your continued journey toward vibrant aging. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.